Mousesports Simulator 2015. Chris J moving out towards A main, and you can already see Kinguin kind of positioned. You got Flusha at the truck there. Dennis going up on the catwalk. Kind of poised to defend, but I'm sure they can easily drop back. And as most teams do on casual, kind of set up for that retake situation as players are coming out there off the squeaky door. One into the site right now, and that's Nico. He's going to get in there and take down Dennis right away. Flusha at the truck, not able to find that angle, mainly because of some good smokes. Hopefully we could get X-Ray on a little bit. I'll hit our cameraman up about that one. But already, Mousesports getting that man advantage 5 versus 4.
Oh, this late flank from Chris J out highway could be really big. He could really catch someone off guard, but he needs to be quick because, I mean, Gamers 2 is just shutting out everyone actually inside the site. Now he's been picked up. He gets the kill, comes in, can't get on the diffuser, gets picked up, and what a retake there for Gamers 2, man. Wow.
I think our cameraman fell asleep.
I think he did too. Might want to check and make sure he's actually still alive.
Yeah, I'm poking the bear, making sure he's alive, but yeah, that was crazy. I mean, kills coming out of thin air pretty much for Gamers 2 Kinguin, and there he goes. X-Ray's back on. That means our cameraman is alive.
Good to know.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. P90 coming out. I've got a new love for the P90 since I've been playing the Rainbow Six Siege beta. Oh my god. The P90 is actually such an incredible weapon. Not so much in CS, but obviously it is still top dog in the SMG category here. But you don't get the extra dollar bills.
Exactly. That's kind of the one reason why people don't really use it. Unless you just want to ensure that you win the round and get a bunch of kills, which is what Michael going for here. As we are going to see Mousesports staging up yet again. We're looking for some type of ace, but they still have one on squeaky door, but their mid portion of the attack is being busted pretty badly. They tried to boost up. They already got caught. Chris J does try to come in A anyway, but he's down as well, and I don't think they're even going to get a bomb plant out of this now.
No, it's not looking likely. Although they got a bomb plant on the first round, so that's why they don't really buy anything here. That's also why you saw the P90 come out from Makaleli, why 3 rifles came out for the other players. Dennis, though, still, you know, electing to choose that MP7. That's a gun that you maybe don't want to take into the first rifle, but you can get into that situation, assuming everyone survives here, which is looking very likely. Gob B with just a Glock. It is a Glock fade, so maybe it does some extra damage, but Flusha peeking in, taking out Gob B. Everyone survives. Money is here, and now Kinguin are in a place where they can take these 2 SMGs into this round, most likely have a good shot of winning, but if they lose, then they can still buy afterwards, so I don't know. It's a situation we see quite often, actually.
Yeah, definitely. It's worth it to go ahead and just get like one person with an SMG that can give you a money bonus, while everyone else sits on like, I guess, some more proper guns that you're going to see used in the initial gun round. He did get 1 kill with it, and he retains it for this round as well. Just being conservative, like you said,
they're going
up
so
the cash
fast
field
to
by
B.
next round.
This is going to work out perfectly. Smokes and Molotovs out in middle. And now, I mean, this is like pistol round strat. You got 3 men pushing through that B warehouse. They're about to get into T spawn. That is Dennis as well as Makaleli. And Fox is just waiting out. He's actually sliding back over in case A is taken. Dennis is going to go do the damage here.
Yeah, it's just pushing those SMGs into a close range try to B lobby, but they didn't get it, and now they'll just get a big flank in, though. But Nexus on top of it completely shuts it down by himself. Really well done there. And now they have to try to press into this A side, but it's an even exchange. Flusha and Rain at the A side have gotten into a 3-on-3, but now Nico clears it back into Mousesports' favor. They will put this bomb down with the 3 versus 2 advantage.
Yeah, I think Rain's been spotted. Nico jumped behind quad, saw him coming up highway. Rain's moving in, though. He will drop the bomb and continue that spray transfer over on Connect, bringing him down. Now Nico running out of bullets here behind quad. Will be forced to reload. Peeks out right into Fox. And Kinguin with the 3-0. Even with Nex shutting down that flank, getting 2 kills initially, they try to execute onto A. I mean, maybe at that point, hey, we killed these guys flanking us. Where'd they come from? Probably B, right? It was kind of hasty for Mousesports to just get those 2 kills and slam into the A site where 3 people still were.
Well, I think it's one of those situations where they saw that they were getting pushed from B, so maybe they thought that's where the pressure was coming from and just wanted to kind of run away from that pressure. Or you could think the opposite, like, well, we killed 2 people pushing B. Maybe
yeah, I mean, they killed the pressure.
But then you got to think about how people are rotating. Maybe they thought people were shifting towards B after they picked up the 2 B players that pushed. I mean, there's all kinds of mind games there, but the point is Mousesports just didn't get the job done. They had a 3 versus 2 even with that situation, right? So they still could have won the round, but they just lost in, you know, a situation where they even were a man up, and now it's just Nico mop up for Kinguin here at the A bomb site. Flushed. Yeah, they did get flushed, except
and then they got rained on this.
Oh God, dude!
I was getting there. What do you think?
They didn't even get flushed because Flusha didn't even get a kill that round. I mean, I know you don't
I meant in the
pass
previous
up a
round
good
they got
pun.
flushed.
Oh.
In this round they got rained on, right?
Oh, okay, I got you now. Damn. You're just too quick with the puns. You're too swift, man. You're too swift.
Yazar's the swiftest off in Sweden.
You're the
I don't even know. I got to think of alliteration with P's.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
The punniest procaster. Yeah, I don't know.
Procaster.
Procaster.
Pro in quotation marks.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It still works for alliteration purposes. Makalele will bring down next. Prior to that, Dennis found Fox. So we got a 4 versus 4 right now. Once again, stickers are wanting to be set free from their guns. Floating at the top of the screen. Nico's working in towards Squeaky. He's the only one here, actually. Trying to just make a case for a A-site take. Try to keep those CT players pinned on the site. Or, you know, kill them. Rain, regretting fire.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good pick there from Nico. It opens up A as an option. Plus, they have mid control, so they can really do a lot with this. I mean, they can manipulate the rotations. They can still take it into a B split with Gabi coming through the vents, but they had that option over towards A. But they are going to go B. They still have Nico playing over towards A. He's kind of become one of their peripheral players since he's joined the team, but also even a secondary op at times, as they are lining up to hit into the speed bomb slide. Dennis and Makalele going to have to go off here. Makalele does have that op inside the site, so we'll see what they can do.
Well, Makalele will hit one. Will he hit a second? He will. That one was a little unnecessary. I think either Fox or Dennis were there to probably take him down, but we got a 2-on-2 situation on our hands. Time is getting pretty low. B's sitting on the back of blue tarp right now. Makalele still trying to work towards lower. His partner in crime, which is going to be Flush in this case, is upper. Going to go for the spam. Oh my gosh, the spam pushes him out of that position, and then Makalele is able to hit the op shot. Now it's come down to a 1v1. Nico will win it, though, standing on top of that default box. Takes down Flush as he peeks upper.
I mean, Makalele had it around there. I mean, he was really rattling off the out shots on the initial B take. He was even able to escape out of the site through the smoke to allow his rotate to come in. He didn't want to stay inside the site and keep taking duels. So, I mean, he played it really smart. He even got 4 kills out of the round. So, I mean, things were really going Kinguin's way there. But Nico just getting that triple kill, closing out the round. And that is Mousesports' first point on the board. But now we do see Kinguin with that double op setup. Going to see it on Dennis and Fox. Curious it doesn't go to Makalele after the round he just had. Plus, he kind of can be the secondary op for this team. But it goes to Dennis instead, while Makalele will just be on a deagle here playing checkers. And eats a lot of nade damage there.
I really like that name.
Chris J has also taken some heat somewhere else across the map, however. Not sure where that damage came from, but there are 2 players low here. But it definitely is Gamers 2 who have the slight firepower disadvantage. As we do see Mousesports gathering up more towards mid-garage, and they're going to send Nico squeaky door, so we could still see that A-type action, or we could just see Nico trying to hold people in place while they still work that mid to B split.
All right. Yeah, I'm really surprised about that double op. I mean, Makalele, I thought, got promoted back to the #1 offer after Fox wasn't really performing well with it, but then we see Fox and Dennis with it here on Cash. Maybe Makalele is not quite feeling it right now, but that's hard to say after the round he just had, right? I don't know. Perhaps based on spawns. Dennis is over here towards Z. Not sure. We got X-Ramp, so it's easier to tell, but it looks like he maybe spotted just his elbow or something. And we got one man once again. It's going to be Nico making a distraction. He'll bring down Flusha, so there you go. That's a weight off your shoulders if you're Mousesports. Flusha's taken out of the round. They were kind of worried about Flusha standing in here.
And I mean, Nico's just been a monster at this door so far. It's the second round in a row he's been able to find an entry. Now he finds a second one further, helping the side get open. Makalele with the deagle here, holding on for dear life. And he's playing the clock. I mean, he can slow this down to where they can't get the plant in time. I don't... Ooh, they just got it. No, they won't.
Dennis, yeah, moving in. I don't even know. I almost wish Dennis didn't do that because I wanted to... It looked like... Did he start when it was at 4 seconds?
Yes, it did. I think they would have actually gotten it off.
Within milliseconds of being too close. But it doesn't matter when you just run at him with the USP and kill him. I mean, he knew he couldn't fight back or they lost.
Makalele's kills there are absolutely huge with the deagle. I mean, it was getting into the late round. Yeah, Nico had gotten some really key entries onto the A bomb site. It was looking a little bit rough there for Gamers too, but there you see it. Makalele with the deagle from quad pretty much saves the round off the 2 kills. Slows down the clock, forces them to have to make the plant, which allows Dennis to slip in the round. So really well done there. Now Gamers 2 is up 5-1. Mousesports is on a broken bye. They do still have the op on Chris J. They got their star player Nico with the rifle in his hands there. He's been good on the squeaky door. But they're changing things up a bit. They got Nico actually boosting Chris J up mid. And it looks like they want to do some type of mid to be split here.
It was kind of weird to see Chris J starting off his round in the squeaky door after I saw how successful Nico was. Like, one, why not just put Nico back there? And two, I mean, they're going to be expecting him to be squeaky now. Then to just send Chris J.
I think they just sent them to watch for a push, and then they always want to transition back to this.
Push. Chris J hits two nice ones outside of middle. He'll bring down Raid and Flusha. So the last man up, and it's going to be Dennis. It looks like, where exactly is Dennis out? He's hanging out on the slope to upper here on the B side of things. Takes a man out at tree, will pull out the knife, able to retreat behind the wall. Going to give that repeat into Next, does, and might even have another chance at it. Misses that no scope, and Next will take him down. It's 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, well done there by Dennis and Next to get inside that B bomb site, but also Chris J cut off 2 rotators with the op inside mid, so just a good combination of frags there from Gamers 2, who have really done well to kind of work this mid control and turn it into a couple of different things, whether it be that mid to be split. We've seen them run successfully twice now. That's actually the 2 rounds that they won have come off the back of that, or using it to even put some pressure on the A bomb site. Seen it go both ways here, and they are going to send Nico back to the door again, but the bomb and everyone else is gathered up to do, again, some type of mid B split. They're just using Nico to hold people in place at A and cut off rotates, and I mean, Kinguin is on just pistols, so this should be another round for Mousesports.
I like it. Look at that. Gob using the lines on the wall where he can see, regardless of that smoke, hits the Molotov into vents. Didn't really matter because no one was there. But still, nice. Dennis has been spotted, doesn't quite know where from. He starts to panic for a second there. Now they realize it's Fox from in the site. Dennis will take him down. That's 1 pistol armor out of the equation here. Flusha is about to do Flusha things with that smoke with the Deagle. Doesn't quite look like the 2 will cross. Chris J hits Dennis. Rain with that 5-7 did take down Nico, however. Next peeking out from that first box in sight, takes down Flusha. Now only Makalele and Rain. Makalele goes down upper. Probably slid down the slope as well. And here comes Rain from Z. Has an AK. Did pick that up from Nico and will try to save it. But where will he go? Maybe he'll just pretend to be AFK and they'll let him be.
Yeah, I mean, here's with Mousesports, they don't really have like a crazy amount of bank to chase with, in my opinion. So it makes sense they would just kind of all exit together here at the B lobby and not really get too crazy hunting all across the map for a frag here onto Rain. And Mousesports will go ahead and put up their 3rd round on the board, just off the back again, some type of mid to be split. Also like the way you kind of noted how Gabi, how he threw the Molotov events. I actually like that one better because the other one that you can throw is like at the back of A, which means you're slower to getting out mid garage if you want to like be a part of the attack. So the way God B throws it, he's right there to hit mid as soon as it goes off, so you can like capitalize on it faster.
Yeah,
so
or you can just have your squeaky player throw the other Molotov.
Right.
Or like send 2 squeaky and have your secondary squeaky player throw. But yeah, I agree. But however, the Molotov that got B just threw like does kind of require either a boost over red or a smoke, and more so the smoke, because even if you get boosted over red to kind of peek out to throw the Molotov, you could get killed from someone hiding like near on the vent side.
Oh yeah,
so
it certainly
requires
has
a bit more of an investment there. There's definitely pros and cons to both, but Gabi showing how you can do it another way. And Rain. Oh, the Molotov will miss. They were trying to get the player out of the close checker wall. As very often when 2 people play B, this is kind of that setup.
Yeah, I mean, Gamers 2 is just on this 1 AK on Rain. He's trying to press with it. He has 2 pistols right behind him so they can pick it back up. If he goes down, I like that. Just recycling this, trying to make a play with it.
Oh, Rain
will go a lot in the back. Oh, he turns on him. Gets the kill anyway. Well done, but there's still a player here next to hold them off from being able to pick that AK back up. He's going to keep his eye on it here. Even pick it up for himself and just drop that M4 and just hold on to it.
Makalele is really blind. That was a clenching moment for Makalele. Maybe not, because you don't expect to do too much with this round. As Rain, I mean, that's kind of weird to me that Rain decided to push in by himself, right? He's the 1 AK, and he pushed B main by himself.
They had 2 pistols right behind him. I mean, you got to make the play. If you want to win this round, anchoring the side with an AK is not going to do you a bit of good. You got to try to make a play with it. They did. This didn't work out. Mousesports, catches them. They capitalize on it. Now they just have to deal with the pistols, and they're able to mow him over and take this B bomb fight. Now Flush is left. He does get 1 in there, a little cheeky frag on the Nico, but it's still a round win for Mousesports. Now they've won the last 3 in a row, the last 4 of 5. They're building up their economy quite nicely now. They're winning rounds pretty clean. They're only losing like 1 player or so in the process, so they're really starting to get back into this game in a big way. Meanwhile, Kinguin's money still in pretty bad shape. They're on that kind of buy and save rotation until they can score a couple of rounds in a row. So I mean, Mousesports really have control of the half.
Economy. Fun. Boosting up on the truck. And I don't think you can get quite enough of an angle to kill the man at white box. More so when they're crossing, trying to take him down from way back. Will be denied that chance. Here's Fox now playing in checker. And who is supporting? Okay, Makalela's supporting him at B. So generally don't play in checker unless you have two people.
Right. Flusha tries to get a little bit aggressive here, and AMA doesn't spot anything. Backs off. Christian now has his op posted up, looking for any more aggression there. Dennis lurking over towards the B side of the map. So just a pretty much a default spread here for Mousesports. Just looking for picks right now. Maybe looking to see what Nico can get accomplished with Igor. He's had a couple of rounds where he's found openings like on the forklift player or what have you inside this site. So they may be just waiting to see what he can possibly do first before they really make a move here.
Oh my gosh, they are just abusing that little rounded corner. For those Molotovs, getting him into checker, getting behind that box, similar to what you do on Inferno when trying to clear up the top of Banana towards those sandbags. Nicely done. I think Rain might have spotted the gun of Chris J as the barrel wasn't poking through the wall, but was poking, you know, out towards middle as he looks at the vents.
Oh, yeah, he knows. That's why they're still sitting there, just waiting to see when he does in fact go down. And now Mousesports just have to try to hit A with these 4 players they have. It's Gabi and Nex and Nico. Dennis is like pretty far off. Now he'll meet up with Nico at Squeaky Door. They just gotta hit this as fast as they can. They're running out of time.
And time has been an issue for them on the A side in the past. Here you go. Flush! Oh, what a beautiful angle for that triple spray down. Make it a quad now, getting 3 in a row, then off the other side to find the 4th.
And that's
now can we say
they
got flushed? They got flushed that round.
Yeah, we can. I mean, but that's also the second round we see Mousesports play themselves into a late round situation, into an A hit, where they've gotten caught on the clock because they weren't able to check everything, and the quad player comes out and just like ruins their day. In that case, Flusha just sprays down 4 people. I mean, so there was nothing. But even earlier was Micah Laley with a couple of deagle kills that stopped them from getting a bomb plant when it was so late in the round. So that's an issue they've been running across here on this side of the map so far this game. That's really been big.
Yeah, and that's also just to point out, of course, the A4 for you, right? Wouldn't have got those 4 kills with an A1S, although I do still feel that the A1S is in a fine place. I'm actually very happy about that, the whole patch.
I mean, I'm happy about the patches for hitboxes alone, man. That was well worth it.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Gob is kind of being spotted, trying to work his way out of that smoke. Decides to just commit to it, thinking maybe he couldn't get back in there. Makalele gets 1 at B, gets 2 now as Nex very nearly brought him down, but unable to do so. Christian hits an op shot, but that's only leaves him in a 2 versus 4. It's not a fantastic position for Mousesports to be in right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's just them getting picked off across the map. Just Gabi trying to come out mid-solo. He loses a 1v1 battle. They also lost one over towards the B side of the map. So they're spreading and trying to work at default mid-control and just getting picked apart across the map. And now it's just up to Chris J in a 1 versus 4.
Chris J. Online J.
Harry J.
He got for us. Oh, no.
Super Saiyan
Shot
J.
in the back by Rain J.
SSJ.
Okay, nice.
Rain J came in.
No, that's Sangsington, man. I ain't gonna step on Sangsington Super Saiyan territory.
Yeah. You're right. I guess he does look more like Krillin.
We'll get some more Kamehamehas from Vansili tonight. That was correct.
We're not casting that team tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, maybe he'll just throw it in for good measure.
Yeah,
anyway.
maybe. We'll talk to him about it. As now Mousesports has had their economy wrecked here after losing the last couple of rounds in a row. Now they're just on the pistols. They're gathering up for what looks to be some type of quick A hit here. And we'll see if they can get these Tech 9s in the distance and see if they can get some kills here. But Flusha, I mean, he's anchoring this A bomb site, and he had a pretty big round a while ago, but now he's just got the silence and force. You can't really get the same kind of spray down potential.
Maybe he'll just get the tap potential instead. Or it'll be rain. They get flushed on, they get rained on, they get flushed on, now they get rained on. I think they're just taking turns over here in the A site. It has not been pretty. Rain actually only ended up getting 3. Dennis found 1, went down, and Flusha gets the other, and just like that, it's 8-4.
Maybe they're just inspired by this new like running water on Mars that, you know, they can just like precipitate on the people. Is that right? Did I say that right? I don't know. I
guess. I mean, are you trying to use precipitation, or are you trying to use precipitate in the form of like to make something happen?
Not participate.
No.
Oh.
Precipitate on the
Yeah, I got you. No, I heard you wrong. My mistake.
But they are all participating in the carnage.
Yes.
That is a sight. That is for sure. Oh, that nade from Gabi.
Aggression. Oh, but Nex catches it. That's rough. Poor Dennis. He had Gabi in his sights, but then Nex bails it out.
Where's my server mod notification that Dennis just saved Gabi's life?
Oh no. No achievement there from Valve. Seems a bit biased.
Come on, Valve.
Yeah, man, step your game up, as we are going to see Mousesports here with that early free one-man advantage, I guess you could say. They have boosted up a couple of players here at mid, so they're looking to try to get into the mid control, and Gabi does get the pick on terrain, so now they have a lot to work with here. Looks like it will be some type of mid to B split yet again. Or not. Looks like they're trying to get up highway, and they're going to bring Nico late with the bomb through Sticky Door.
Nex kills Flusha. Makaleli behind the E-box, also going down to Nex. And oh man, after losing a couple in a row, what was it actually? It ended up being 3 rounds in a row. Mousesports on, perhaps for flawless in the sense that they keep everyone alive.
Right.
Of course, some people are hanging on. Chris J is bleeding. He's bleeding out if this round doesn't end soon, but it will. Bomb already planted. Fox hiding out behind the tree outside of B.
I mean, when you have Mousesports playing kind of the slow, methodical style where they're playing to the last, like, few seconds of a round for the most part, to feed them a frag early like that just plays right into their game plan. You give them a free one-man advantage to work with on top of them being kind of that slow, methodical, manipulate your rotations type of team, and they get gifted a bonus of only having to deal with 4 players. I mean, they're going to be able to capitalize on that most times, and that's what you saw that round.
All right. Fox actually able to save out and hide there. He went camping by the one tree left on Cash. Oh, I guess there's a tree gone as well. So that's good. That's some shade. Hot. 8-5. I mean, one more round for Mousesports, and, no matter what side you started on, that's not too bad if you just finished the 6-9, 9-6 half. Of course, Mousesports would love to get another 2 in a row, and if they get this round, they probably will get another one. That would make the money. This is that 2-for-1 scenario, but it hasn't started off too well. Makaleli and Dennis both getting frags, and, well, the other Dennis also picking up a frag. And Chris J now will even it up 3-on-3. Dennis going for some spam. Oh, and rain. That wasn't spam. It was just keeping that person suppressed in here under the drop. But he goes up on the pipes. Doesn't matter. He's been taken out. Zombie and Chris J. Gotta pick up the pieces. What a lurk. That's the bomb down, though. Chris J making his way over. Does jump through that smoke on a highway. Can maybe have an opportunity to catch rain. Oh, it does. Oh, I think he saw him. Chris J moving in. Will miss the shot, though, as he had to go back and get the bomb that Gabi had dropped in the middle.
I mean, there you go. Mousesports losing another round there. I mean, they had finally, got past that losing streak. They had lost 2 in a row. They finally put one on the board, but then it goes right back into a loss, and that resets their economy for the last round of the half. Grant, they're still able to get some AKs out, but it is going to be low utility, and Gabi is just going to be on the Tech 9s. It's not the ideal scenario. Meanwhile, you got Kinguin with the double op set up. Didn't really do too much damage against there, but yeah, a little bit of a knife swing. Mike Lilly is going to get the opening pick nonetheless, but Fox is eating a lot of damage on this B side of the map. They are going to chase him down.
Fox very blind, hiding behind that first box now with his Dragon Lore. What can he do with it? Oh, very blind again as he peeks Chris J. Oh, Chris J is actually able to push through. Maybe not is spotted. He had the bomb as well. What was he pushing through that smoke with the bomb? Were they about to just do the super fake and run up to A? I don't know. That seems a bit crazy. Probably not. Maybe he didn't realize. Kind of surprised to see him push. And also, they got kind of lucky with the love tap at the start of there. Must have got a left click to the side instead of the back. So it was like only 5 damage. So that's it. The 10-5 half. Not quite what Mousesports were hoping for. They had a position where they could have maybe got up to 7 rounds, but they did fail to do so.
Yeah, so, I mean, 10-5 half here for Kinguin going into the T side. I mean, this is a pretty balanced map in my opinion. I mean, there is a slight CT bias to it for sure. But I definitely can see teams on the regular putting up 6+ rounds on the T side. If they're, competent on it. And, I mean, Mousesports had some opportunities there. I mean, they had a little bit of a run going. Once they hit, like, the 5th round of the half, they even had, like, a little, like, 4 out of 5 sort of winning streak going on there. They're really able to kind of abuse the mid to B and get things going. But there's also a couple rounds they really lost off of the clock, really, like playing into a late round situation where they got disrupted. That was twice a day that happened, in fact. So a couple little things like that kind of hurt them. But overall, they still have you know, enough to work with. I mean, Mousesports actually has a pretty interesting CT side if they keep things the same as some of the more recent times I've seen them play Cash. I'm not sure how they'll change things up with Nico, but they were one of the teams that would play kind of this really passive retake ace setup a lot of the time. And so it's a really interesting setup that I've even seen some North American teams start using. Like I was watching Conquest play last night and they were using it. So it's some interesting stuff that they can bring out.
We're pretty good at copying Europe over here in North America. Let's see what happens. I mean, the one thing that maybe Mousesports has going for them here is they flip over to, well, one CT-sided, right? So maybe that could help. And next has gone for dualies. 2 guns are better than 1. So they've got that going for them as well. But the fact that Flusher will now need to coordinate a little bit more here on T-side with as he stands in for Kinguin. But as you touched on in the pregame, Dust, it's kind of like he can do that lurk role where he can kind of just play by himself and work around the other 4, and the other 4 can work around him. So maybe that direct communication between the 2 won't be as key, but we'll just have to find out. Gombi is able to bring down Makalele. That's going to bring a 4-on-4. Rain takes down Dennis. Now 4-on-3 in this post-plant situation. Gombi goes into headshot, gets Dennis, but Fox is there, and he's good for 2. Nico up top with the USP will rain down the pain onto Rain, and he's left in a 1-on-2, and another nice shot, bringing down Fox and Nico, man. He is that player to watch. This guy is a star. Can he win this, though? He does.
Wow.
He brings down Flusha. He just won a 1v3, and it came into a 1v1 versus Flusha. Nico's the real deal.
Yeah, really,
and
really
Dennis's
well
game
done
crash.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but still really well done there from Nico to play that 1 versus 3 in heaven there. And just hit some really nice shots with that USP. That allows Mousesports to hop right back into the game. If they would have lost that and you let Kinguin go up 13-5 or something like that, chances are slim you're going to come back into the game at that point, especially on a bounce map like this where you should be able to crank out 3 gun rounds at some point on the terrorist side if you're Kinguin with a big lead. But now, Mousesports, as long as they don't fall prey to some type of crazy eco situation, they should be able to at least get this round. Of course, Kinguin will be buying next round. You know, they got that first round bomb plant, so Mousesports will be tested early. They actually did buy quite a bit of SMGs for knowing that they're going to have to deal with AKs next round, actually.
We got a very important question for you, Dust.
Okay.
Has Mousesports played Raw Cat yet? That could just be the best matchup of all time. I want them to be rivals.
Yeah. I do not think they have, seeing as Raw Cat only played 1 event so far, which was the Clues qualifier, and they were in different groups.
Did they qualify, actually?
I did not.
Dang. So you'd think I'd know as a CS caster, but like I was casting during all those qualifiers, so I didn't get to watch any of them. Yay!
That team was hilarious. They had like one of their star players like
Sunny was playing for it, right?
Yeah, but like Joel's or whatever.
Oh, Joel's
didn't show up.
Yeah. Well, of course Joel didn't show up. He's not gonna show up.
That was just a kind of a crazy situation. Then they got picked up by Rocket like right before they went to the event.
they were Raw Cat before, and then like they lost it, became Mixed Cat because roster changes, and then like because you're going into the, I like to call them the splooge qualifiers because they're funny.
Okay.
Then they got the sponsor again. Gotcha. As far as I know, that's what I would think from an outside perspective as to what happened. But I don't actually know. I don't have inside information here.
I got you. Well, Gamers2 has taken over here at the A side of the map, some aggression from Nico in the door, but he gets caught. And they also, through the smoke, catch a couple of kills here. So a little bit fortunate for Gamers2 to catch a couple of frags like that. Now they can come into A. Rain cutting off the rotate at mid pretty well so far. And so, I mean, Gamers2 off their first buy could go ahead and break Mousesports here. Now it's going to be up to Gombi, Chris J, and next the 3 SMG players are left to try to retake here.
They, again, went for that play that we mentioned in the first half. They keep some of those rifles up, expecting... Or, sorry, keep some of the SMGs up into the first rifle round, and now it's going to be up to all those to try to move in and clutch it next. Well, he spotted the bomb, but unfortunately still 4 terrorists up.
Right.
Mousesports should be able to go in for somewhat of a buy. I don't think the money is coming quite yet. Yeah, everyone's into 4K, so it'll be...
Right.
I mean, not the strongest buy, but they can get rifles out if they want to, and
I think
they will.
They just went too SMG heavy in that second round, though. Like, when you see the first round bomb plant, you're not going to have to deal with those Tech 9s most likely.
And it wasn't even a P90, right? It was like an MP7 and a UMP.
Yeah, I mean, it was the SMGs that give you the money bonus, sure, which you normally would like to see second round. That's only when you know you're going to get 2 rounds out of that gun, like in an ideal world. In that situation, if you're holding on to them, you're putting 3 SMGs up against a full AK buy. Like, that's just bad news. Didn't work out for him. We see some aggression here at B lobby. Gamers2 deals with it effectively, but Nex has been able to push a little bit here and find a frag at mid, and there's also a little bit of aggression going on the A side of the map as well, but now they just boost Nico up. And Gamers2, you know, they're a man down here, so we could be one of those weird economic situations. back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, well, Mousesports knew they were taking a high-risk, kind of high-reward scenario, keeping those SMGs in. They knew they'd be able to get a rifle round in the next one, although not very strong. They had a man advantage 4-on-3 there for a little bit, but it since has evened up. Next, trying to spam through, does connect a little bit onto, that is Fox back there. Although this next, no, it's just hitting the wrong side. Molotov comes in, flying through upper. Next might have been able to pinpoint that it came from the site. Dennis pushing behind, sees the man on tarps. Actually, it's Dennis. Away. The other Dennis goes down. Now it's up to Nico once again at the B site, jumping up from headshot, brings down Flusha. Will just get on the bomb. Now is gonna just back off very slowly. I don't know if the call came out. They saw that he didn't have a kit, and he will grab that up and is already just trying to make his retreat. Fox will spot him, but isn't really in a position to pursue, so they'll go their separate ways. Fox picked up a 4K there. Will go down, but that won't bother the terrorists too much. Actually, Makalele's somewhat poor. Even after money coming in. Never mind.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, this is G2 getting a good position here. I mean, Mousesports, like I said, got caught on holding on to those SMGs for the third round and lost it. And now Kinguin are able to force Mousesports in some tough economic times here. I mean, Mousesports just has that one op to work with. They will actually leave it on the Nico. They will not pass it to Chris J. Which Nico has been at times kind of a playmaker with the op. It is a secondary op for the team as well, and they decide to run doubles. So it's not as if they put it in the wrong hands. But Makalele here already catching a pick over at the B side of the map. And now Kinguin is going to be able to work with that man advantage here going forward.
Chris J. I mean, did flash one. The man back there in Sunroom, but there were two. And Fox, coming off of that last big round, got a 4K, starts this one off with a kill. It's good for 5 in a pretty short time period. Rain will bring down Dennis, and oh my gosh, Nex. That's what we want to see. More dual kills, please. Picks up that AK though. Trying to work through events, and Fox once again got 6 kills in not even 2 rounds yet.
So, I mean, now Nico is just kind of in a situation where he just needs to try to save this op again. There is one player in the area that's going to be Dennis, who will push. And he pulls up the knife right at the wrong time, and Dennis pushes in there, and that's going to be no op saved. Nico wasn't aware that Dennis was going to be there that quickly when the bomb was planted at B, but it seemed like right as the bomb got planted, Dennis pushed him. So this caught him on an off timing there, and so no save. But Mousesports will now be forced to save yet again. I mean, that's the danger of a CT when you get broke early in a half and you get your money reset like that. It usually forces you into some type of double save type situation. That's exactly the hand that Mousesports has been dealt, which just means that Kinguin can keep pushing their lead.
Well, that nade from Gob B did quite a bit of damage. Rain, though, has already found Nex, but Dennis is there to trade out. Unfortunately, that gun's going to go down on top of the boost and maybe even have slid off behind it, so not able to pick up a rifle yet. If they can get one, maybe hand it over to Nico. He does have Kevlar. Chris is trying to push, bring down Fox. Fox has just been lighting up the scoreboard in these last couple rounds. Finding another kill here. Flusha brings down Nico. He's very, very patient there, Flusha. Waiting for someone to push through. And there's Fox with a double.
Yes, I mean, there you go. Kinguin already just 1 round away from that point here. I mean, this is Mousesports' last big chance. I mean, they've had the double save. They're buying to the max here, of course, which has led a couple of guys to be at like either $0 or $50. So they lose this round. Yeah, they're at max loss bonus of 3,400, but that's pretty much all the money they have. So you're still looking at best, like FAMAS armor or something like that. So maybe a couple of M4s involved. So, I mean, this is the best buy they're going to get before Kinguin wins, unless they can streak together a couple of rounds in a row here. So they need to win this one, and they need to win the next one as well to not get reset. So, I mean, this is a big round, but Fox already has the opening kill as they are staging up for some type of ace split, it looks like, for now.
Yep, Squeaky's open, Molotov to Fork, looking to clear that out. Nico's going to be rude and just slam the door in Flusha's face. What is that a way to treat Flusha, really? And we'll catch him on reload as he just pushes in. Nico playing that beautifully.
Good job. I mean, he just heard how many bullets were coming out of Flush's gun, knew a reload had to be coming in, and decides to open the door and push him. So really just good game sense there from Nico, like aware of the situation, but he gets flushed out anyway by that molly, and Makalele picks him up. So it's back to advantage range for Gamers 2 as they again are staging up for some type of A hit.
I think he thought that was the smoke. He was about to defuse it, realized, hey, that's actually not going to do anything. That's a flash. Dennis from Quad. We've seen the Quad players catch people off guard, although there's a lot of time the teammate can check things. Even still, Dennis is able to get out there, brings down one, lights up another. Nex comes in, brings in the assist. That's other Dennis going down. Makalele with the op, unable to hit Nex as he peeks. And, well, Nex and Dennis tagging up both those guys. They tag team that bomb site right there. Nex with the 3K. 14-8. Mousesports are still in it to win it, but they have to win quite a few in a row.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good job there from Mousesports. Next and Dennis come up big to hold off that A site, despite the fact they were a man down after those initial exchanges. But here's the real danger, is like their money's been reset. If they lose this round, they have nothing to work with when Kinguin goes for the win. So they got out of the first tough situation. They got out of that bind, so to speak, but now they're still with a kind of difficult task in front of them where they really need this round so badly. And Dennis has already taken quite a bit of damage here. Well, they do have Nico anchoring the bomb site, so...
I'm not sure he can even fall out of this position. Down to 8 HP, will cross the smoke. Nades coming in. They were very aware that Dennis is low. They did not want to let him out. They were just popping shots through that smoke, even through a nade later on. Dennis is still able to escape. They'll stay alive. They'll have to play maybe a bit differently. Maybe just take a cheeky angle, try to set up a crossfire, maybe be bait to facilitate some trades or something for Nico next.
Now you see, you know, G2 staging up at the B lobby, but Nexus is in a very quick rotation position here right at the vent, so this could work out poorly for Kinguin if Nexus is able to backstab them here, and he does find 2.
Yeah, Nex found 2, though. Well, that's going to work nicely. Does actually leave Mousesports with the advantage. G2 kind of went down without a fight. He was aware they were crossing that B warehouse into checkers. Was trying to distract him with flashes, but ended up getting caught with a flash out. Dennis from the back of the site finds Makalele. Flush is there for that trade. Now 2-on-3 from Kinguin's perspective. They got to pick up the bomb. They will. Can they cross through the site? That's going to be Flusha trying to finish that job, but Blind can't quite work his way around the box. And Chris J with a very, very nice shot. Rain moving over and will go down, getting double peak there, kind of almost stacked up as one man was on those I-beams back by the tree.
That's a critical round to win if you're Mousesports. If they would have had their money reset there, that would have been devastating. But they come up with it. Next being in that quick rotation position in the vents, able to backstab a couple of players and checkers. That was absolutely massive. And then just an unfortunate situation for Flusha there. Like you said, it was blind. Couldn't get behind the box to plant. That was an easy frag for that heaven rotation. And off those 3 kills, really, Mousesports just close out the round and avoid a really tough money situation. And in fact, even forced gamers 2 onto a save. So now, I mean, Mousesports, they're in good position to get to 10 here and start making this a game again.
They missed that set molly to dissuade boosting. Went a little too far and just blew up in the air, or I guess I should say incendiary since they're CTs. So now Rain is up on that boost. Nade's starting to come over with no armor. Oh, down into the red just like that. 17 HP for Rain. Nico playing up on the ledge. Trying to avoid, get the head a couple inches higher there so that you can avoid those pre-aimed eagle headshots. So standing on that ledge, not a bad idea. Oh, Flash kind of botched there. Oh, waiting on those players to come out. Dennis is dropping off the catwalk right now. G2, and now Dennis good for 1 as Makalele had pushed over to the barrels below the boost. And none of the Deagles have yet connected onto their mark. Dennis with 2 very nice ones. The one over the headshot box, I had to double take. I wasn't even sure it landed. And then a beautiful one as he flicks left. Trying to get the man up on the hut there on highway, but it won't work. G2 takes him down, 3 to survive, and now Mousesports, I think we can officially say the comeback is pretty real here. They've gotten to the double digits, 14-10.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they caught Gamers 2 there on just a pistol buy. They got that win. They won those 2 critical rounds earlier to avoid their own money problems. They're looking in good shape right now. The Gamers 2 is back onto a full buy. They have AKs. They have their full utility. Christe does have his op, though. He's going to be able to take picks at B, but no one's going to be there. I mean, it looks like everyone's really staging up more towards mid and A. This is where Nico is going to have to come up big again. He's been kind of anchoring the save bomb site. He's actually going to get doubly aggressive here with Dennis. They're actually trying to do the slow boost here, but I mean, Flusha has to hear this. I mean, they know exactly what's up, I would think. But no, yeah, Dennis does check immediately.
God, Dennis is so blind.
Yeah, that's just Gamers 2 trying to take advantage of the noise cue that there was someone boosted, but they just got blinded too badly. But they still traded out into a 3-on-3, so it still works out for the most part.
Well, you can do that without making noise. Are you sure they even made noise?
Yeah, I'm sure Flusha heard him.
Did they screw it up?
Yeah, Flusha definitely heard him in squeaky door. I mean, Dennis came out and checked it immediately, so they had to.
Yeah, that's true. And now this round has, I mean, G2 started things off in B, slid over to the Z connector, now has slid to A. He's on the other side of the quad, very nicely done, but Rain, the man behind it, will not allow G2 passage. There you go, Rain and Fox surviving there. Now that's up to match point. Mousesports playing to tie, and not playing with much here.
Yep. I mean, that's the thing. Like, they had a little bit of a 3-round winning streak going, but they had a couple of situations where they had to do a good bit of rebuying. I mean, we saw a couple of close clutch situations occur there, and so yeah, this has really put them in a bind money-wise when they got reset there. And now they just have that op on Dennis and that 1M4 that's going to be on Gabi. And G2.Kinguin can take huge advantage of this. They are trying to get aggressive here on B a bit. Gabi trying to take the aggressive peek. He does take down Michael Lily, but Dennis immediately trades from the vents, and it's looking a bit rough for Mousesports now. Yeah, I mean, the frags are just coming in.
Suddenly looking extremely rough. We already saw they didn't have a lot to play with in the sense of they were broke coming into this round. It was essentially a 2-for-1 for Kinguin to win the map. Now they've planted in B, so they got a 4-on-2 post plant. Nex and Dennis rotating over. Probably going to be sprayed down here just by Rain. Rain will only find one, but the big point here is there's no pits. So even if Nex is able to kill all 3 of these people, they're actually giving him ample opportunity, right? They were like triple lining up to peek him and kill him. A bit over-aggressive from Kinguin. If this was a major land qualifier or something, I don't think Kinguin would have played it like that, but they're confident that they can kill one man in vents. Weren't too worried about maybe a disaster striking, and even if it did, they probably still could have closed it out. I don't know, it looked like Kinguin was about to run away with this. Mousesports kind of made a bit of a comeback, and then Kinguin able to close it out.
Yeah, I mean, Kinguin's having a really good CT side there. I mean, they got 10 rounds on the CT side, limiting Mousesports to 5. There was a couple of close situations where Mousesports got burned off of their slow play and the clock, and I think that really hurt them to not get as many rounds as they could have on the terrorist side. Then whenever you flip sides, I mean, as you noted, it got pretty close. You saw Mousesports win the pistol, but then they made a huge mistake, I think, of investing too much in SMGs. Yeah, they invested so much money on SMGs in the second round, despite the fact there was a first-round bomb play, and that burns them when the AKs comes out in the third round, and that killed them a couple of rounds in the second half. So when they were starting to make a comeback there by winning pistol and get things going, it was just like immediately punished by the initial AK buy in the third round. And just from there, you could just see kind of Kinguin being able to find rounds here or there enough to always remain in the lead and eventually close out the map. So that is map 1. Going to Kinguin, but we still do have a second map going on, which is going to be Dust 2, I believe.
You are correct. It is Dust 2, and it's a Mousesports doubleheader today. Mousesports will then move on to play Property in a matchup where they should be pretty favored. We'll do our own little pregame show brought to you by Alpha Draft for that matchup after this, but like Dust said, we got Dust 2, right? That's too easy. I don't even know. Dust 2 coming up next, and Gamers 2 Kinguin versus Mousesports. Mousesports, I mean, this is one of their harder matches, so they desperately, they want to get at least one map point, as you get 2 points, 1 per map in these best of 2 series, so you absolutely want to do your best to find one. Mousesports already had a tie against Penta, which is a team you'd expect them to beat 2-0, even though it is sort of the nationality matchup there, or regional matchup is maybe the better way to put it. But Mousesports has a lot of games to play, and they need to get a lot of points, as we kind of penciled them as one of those teams fighting for third with Kinguin. So this matchup, in that regard, is very important, but we'll get to it in just a little bit, guys. Stay tuned. Myself, Helium, and Dust will be returning to this a bit. Dust 2 action coming up.